first exercise for sciatica pain relief is the cobra pose or Bhujanga Asana. This is basically a yoga pose. Lift your front part. First you have to lie down facing facing the floor, then lift through the top of the sternum, but avoid pushing the front rib forward, which only hardens the lower back. Distribute the back bend evenly throughout the entire spine. Hold the pose anywhere from 5 to 8 seconds initially, and as you progress hold the pose anywhere from 15 to 13 seconds. First you can only with the help of the elbow only slightly go down, but very smoothly and very gently you have to do this. As you progress you can stretch your arms and lift your front side more upwards. Slowly you will find the pain first goes away from below the knee, then back of the thigh, then from buttocks, and ultimately from the mid lower back. This exercise or asana soothes sciatica and in addition has other multiple benefits like strengthening the spine, stretches the chest and lungs, shoulders, abdomen, tones the buttocks, stimulates abdominal organs, helps release stress and fatigue, opens the heart and lungs, therapeutic for asthma. Very gently you have to do it. You may not be able to go the full arm lift forward initially, but with your elbow only you do as much as you can, but very gently and smoothly. You should not hurt your back. Very gently. It will take time, it will take a few weeks of time until you can take the full stretch. Excellent exercise for the lower back, midrib and the backbone. Very smoothly, have normal breathing, do it very smoothly, very gently you have to do it. That is the main crux of this exercise is you have to do it very in a smooth, a full range of slow. The range of motion should be slowly increased. You cannot go at first instance, especially those who are suffering from this pain. Very gently. I am emphasizing ordering words on that you have to do it very gently, very slowly. As you progress, you increase your stretch. And initially you have to hold for lesser seconds, about 4 seconds, 5 seconds, and as you progress you can increase it to 15, 13 seconds, that stretch hold when you are lifting your chest up. Maintain normal breathing, don't try to hold your breath. Now the next we will do cobra pose, that is the pose we have done before, but with a slight variation. Here we will the side leg, the leg which is affected, that we will bend it towards our side. First try to bend it as comfortably, as much comfortably you can, then slowly you can increase the bend. In this variation, bend the knee of the affected leg to the sideways and then do the cobra pose. You have to bend keep it in mind, you have to bend the affected knee, the leg, the leg which is the affected leg, that is the leg you are having experiencing the pain. This also initially you can do it very slowly and hold the stretch. When you're moving your head up, chest up, then try to hold it initially for 4-5 seconds, then as you progress you can take it to 15-20 seconds. Now the next one, what we will do is the third exercise is the knee to chest. Knee to chest is you have to lie down on the floor facing upwards, then pull the knee of the affected leg with both your hands towards your chest and hold this position for 10 to 15 seconds. Then holding that position, try to move your leg as you progress, try to move your leg below your knee towards the ceiling, that is your leg part which is below the knee towards the ceiling and hold for 5 to 10 seconds and feel the stretch, and then bend the slowly, try to, as you progress, try to bend the toe towards yourself while your leg is straight up, and again hold it for 5 to 10 seconds, then relax the toe and repeat the this process 5 to 8 repetitions. You can do 5 to 8 all the exercises, the previous one also you can do about 5 to 8. Initially you can do 2 to 3 repetitions, then all the exercise you take up to 5 to 8 repetitions. Now see how we are turning the toe towards yourself, that is giving you an extra stretch on that affected leg. Here also slowly the pain goes away from the lower part of your leg, then calves, then back of your thigh, then it from the lower back. That is a good sign, that means it is working. When the pain goes slowly, you feel the goes away from your lower part of your leg towards your buttock and back, lower back, that means the exercise is working. Now the exercise, the fourth exercise is known as the figure 4 exercise, that is the formation with both the legs will look like the figure 4. That is why it is known as a figure 4. See, first we have folded the affected legs and the opposite leg, the other leg. For example, here you have seen the left leg is affected, so left leg is placed on the near the knee of the non-affected leg, and that leg is straightened and pull towards you, and pull it towards you to feel that stretch on your affected leg sideways from toe, from ankle till the hip area. The hip area bone structure opens up here. You can and this also gives a very good stretch on your affected leg. Hold for 10 seconds and repeat once more. In the next level, maintaining that figure pose, you will see in the next level, maintaining the figure 4 position, grab the ankle, you will see the next one. So you have to hold this stretch, hold this stretch, that is the pull that the leg you are pulling, that will result in providing the stretch in the affected leg for about 10 seconds. Initially you can do for 5 to 6 seconds and take it up to 10-12 seconds. This is also an excellent exercise, initially do it, the stretch should, you feel a lighter stretch, then as you progress you can increase the pull so that you get a maximum stretch, and the non-affected leg try to put it straight upwards so that you get the maximum stretch on your affected leg. Now in the next phase of the same exercise, that is a figure 4 exercise, you again get into the same position, figure 4 position. Now you have to bend your or twist your legs below your waistline on the opposite side of affected to feel the stretch on the affected side, hip area and leg area. Now you see, watch this. For example, this is the left leg which is affected. With the right hand hold your ankle of the affected leg, and with the left hand push the knee towards the floor on the opposite side. But you have to keep in mind, this has to be done without bending your upper body, only the lower body gets rotated or twisted. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds and repeat for 5 to 8 times. Excellent exercise that gives a stretch, total stretch from your leg sole to the back of the calf, to back of the thigh and hips, and ending it till your lower back. That is the L4 and the L5 vertebrae section. You may not be able to reach the floor after the twist or the bend, so you do as much you feel comfortable. Slowly you can, as you progress, you can come towards the floor. this all exercise you have to do very smoothly, very slowly, you know. The next one or the fifth exercise is for those who are not being able to lie down on the floor facing downwards or upwards. Is known as the wall front tuck. Here you have to stand in front of the wall, facing the wall about 12 inches away. Put your elbows on the wall, and from that position you have to move your waist, that is your or the you can say the belly button towards the wall. That if you have problem initially to do the cobra pose or the figure 4 exercise, then stand straight facing a wall about 12 inches away. Place your both elbows on the wall in a way that your arms from elbow to palm are on the wall. Then slowly try to move your belly button towards the wall without moving your feet. Only go to your comfort level. Initially go to the comfort level, then initially you can increase that movement of your belly button towards the wall. You will get a very good stretch on your lumbar spine. Hold the position for about 15 seconds, initially 5 to 8 seconds, then take it up to 15 seconds and repeat this for 5 to 8 times. This is only for those who are not able to lie down because of the pain of the sciatica. They are not able to lie down on the floor. Only you have to move your waist side or the belly button towards the wall. The last one exercise or the sixth exercise, we call it wall side tuck. You have to stand sideways to the wall with your affected side away from the wall. Here you can see my left side is affected, so I am standing with the left side away from the wall and the right side, that is a non-affected area, towards the wall. From this is more or less like the previous exercise, only difference is the it is done sideways in front of the wall. Put your both feet together with affected side about 12 inches away from the wall, then place the arm of your non-affected side on the wall in L pattern and place your upper body weight on the arm towards the wall. Your elbow, arm and shoulder to be flush to the wall. Then slowly try to move the side of the waist and hip of non-affected side towards the wall. Hold for 15 seconds and repeat 5 to 8 times. As you progress, you can increase the gap between the wall and your feet to get enhanced stretch on your affected side, that is the opposite side which is away from the wall. This wall tuck, a wall side tuck and front tuck are both for those who are not being able to do the cobra pose or the figure 4 position exercise. This I have given you the alternative, you know, this for those who cannot lie down on the floor as shown in the cobra pose and figure 4 pose. Very smoothly, all exercise you have to do very smoothly and go only initially till your comfort level. Don't stress yourself. Slowly, within few weeks you will find the difference, your stretch will increase and you feel much better. And always remember, the pain grows from your feet towards upwards